All right, welcome everyone. I'm Marcus Hall, and this is the exclusive masterclass on the 1% method. You know, as a top career coach on LinkedIn, I've built a community of over 50,000 professionals, and I've seen firsthand just how broken the traditional job search really is. So in this explainer, I'm going to pull back the curtain and give you the exact system my clients use to get hired, often in 30 days or less, by skipping all the struggle and delegating the real work.
So let's just get right to it. What's the big promise here? Well, this is a truly game-changing system designed to help you land your dream role without ever applying online, without obsessively tweaking your resume every single day, and, this is the best part, without doing 99% of the exhausting work yourself. Look, this isn't just some nice theory. It's a field-tested, results-backed playbook. But before we get to the solution, we have to really understand the beast that we're up against. Let's dive into the problem.
First things first, we've got to talk about why you're so frustrated. I call it the 99% problem because, well, that's pretty much the percentage of job seekers who are stuck in this completely broken system. You know the feeling, right? Sending out hundreds of resumes into a total black hole, getting ghosted by recruiters, and hearing nothing but silence. I'm here to tell you, you're not alone and it is not your fault. The system is literally designed to work against you.
Now just let this number sink in for a second. A staggering 96% of the online applications you send out are filtered out by software, applicant tracking systems, before a real human being ever even sees them. Think about that. You could be the perfect candidate, the absolute best in the world for that role, but if your resume doesn't have the exact right keywords that an algorithm is looking for, boof, you're completely invisible.
And okay, let's say you're one of the lucky few who actually makes it past the software. What are you faced with then? This. A single executive job posting can easily pull in over 500 applicants. You're not just up against a few other qualified people. You are one name in a vast sea of hundreds, all fighting for the exact same job. How in the world are you supposed to stand out in that? It's almost impossible. And this chart right here, this really puts it all into perspective. After all that work, you're crafting cover letters. You're filling out endless online forms. You're sending application after application. Only about 2% of all that effort actually results in an interview. You were putting in 100% of the work for a 2% chance of just getting a conversation started. The math just doesn't work. It's totally unsustainable.
And here it is. This is the secret that the 99% of job seekers just don't know. The vast majority of the best opportunities, they're not even on the job boards you're scrolling through all day. A massive 85% of executive roles are filled through what we call the hidden job market, through networks, headhunters, and internal referrals. So if you're only applying online, you're missing almost the entire game.
Okay, so if the 99% game is completely rigged against you, how do you win? Simple. You stop playing it. And this is exactly where we introduce the 1% method. This is your strategic advantage. It's the way you bypass this whole broken system entirely and get placed directly in front of the decision makers that you actually need to meet.
So what is it really? Well, the 1% method is a system, a framework, where you hire and manage vetted experts to do 99% of the heavy lifting for you. They're the ones finding the hidden roles, they're doing the strategic outreach, they're handling all the follow-up. Your only job? It's to show up prepared, energized, and ready to crush the high-quality interviews that they land for you. And this is why the name is so powerful. It's got this killer two-part meaning that really creates your advantage. First, fewer than 1% of job seekers are strategic enough to even think about using this delegated approach, which immediately gives you an incredible edge. And second, once you implement the system, you are only responsible for 1% of the actual work, the high-value part, the part that matters, the interviews themselves.
Now, I have to be crystal clear about this. This is a system for delegation, not for deception. There is one critical, absolutely non-negotiable requirement. This method only works if you are 100% qualified for the roles you're targeting. You have to be able to do at least 80% of what that job description is asking for. We are outsourcing the process, not faking your skills.
All right, so if you're going to delegate, who exactly are you delegating to? It's so important to understand who is actually on your team and who isn't. Let's talk about your new power player.
Okay, I want you to pay very close attention here. This might be the single most important concept in this entire explainer. A traditional recruiter, the kind you're used to, works for the employer. The employer pays them, and their goal is to fill their client's open job. To them, you're just a potential product. But a reverse recruiter, they work for you. You pay them, and their primary, singular goal is to get you interviews. Their loyalty is to you and only you. This shift in allegiance changes everything.
Okay, so now you get it. You need someone who works directly for you. But you're probably thinking, Marcus, how do I find the right person and make sure I don't get taken advantage of? I get it. And that's why you need a bulletproof system for delegating smartly and protecting your investment.
And here it is. I've boiled it down to my simple 3-point vetting checklist. Number 1, demand proof. Don't just accept vague promises. Ask for real testimonials, past client results, and sample outreach reports. Number 2, get clear terms in writing. What are the exact weekly deliverables? How many companies are they targeting for you? And number 3, use smart payments. Structure your deals with milestones or success bonuses so that their pay is directly tied to their performance for you.
And speaking of payments, you do not need thousands of dollars up front to make this work. You can set up milestone-based agreements where you pay as you see results. You can offer a win bonus when you get an interview or a job offer. Some services even have buy now, pay later financing. And hey, don't forget, traditional staffing agencies are a totally free resource since the employer pays them. You've got options.
So, we've covered the problem, the solution, the key players, and the system to do it all safely. Now, it really all comes down to the final step. It comes down to a choice that only you can make.
And let me tell you, this is not some long, drawn-out process. When you execute this correctly, the results are fast. By day 7, you should have documented proof of 5 to 15 targeted submissions. Within just 2 to 3 weeks, you should expect 2 to 5 high-quality interview leads coming in every single week. And from there, it is a clear path to landing your dream role in 30 to 90 days.
So this is the question you have to ask yourself right now. Are you going to continue to play the 99% game, the game of endless online applications, of getting rejected by algorithms, of being ghosted? Or are you ready to make a strategic decision and step into the 1%?
Look, let me leave you with this thought. You're not skipping the hard work. You're just being smart enough to delegate the draining, low-value parts to experts who can do it better, faster, and with a system that is proven to get results. The choice is yours.